bodysuits. We now offer bodysuits in our store on imaging.com, but the topic of bodysuits got me thinking. Do you wear them? Or rather, do you ever not wear them? In essence, aren't we already all wearing bodysuits right now? Our brains being the internal control center of our exteriors, our bodies, a suit of flesh and bone. Does wearing a bodysuit then mean you're wearing a bodysuit suit? By the way, welcome to Imaging Effect. I'm AJ, and today we're diving into philosophy and pop culture. We're exploring the concept of second skin and delving into the history and evolution of the bodysuit as we know it today.
3, 2, 1.
How did they come about? We take for granted that they're ever popular now, but they had to start existing at one point, right? Why and when did they originally pick up steam? To understand the when, why, and how, we have to go back a ways. Further than that, even further. The modern bodysuit was developed in the mid-19th century, but the essence of its functionality goes back even further. The ancient Greeks influenced philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, architecture, and so much more. Their achievements made a lasting impact on the many aspects of our modern world, which is why it's no surprise that they also impacted fashion too. In fact, these two things might be more similar than you think. Aesthetically, the two couldn't be more different, but functionally, the designs share the same purpose. The chiton was a loose-fitting garment draped over the body, while the modern bodysuit is a form-fitting outfit, and it's designed to accentuate the curves of the body. Despite these differences, both garments share a common functional purpose. Both were designed to provide freedom of movement and flexibility while maintaining comfort for the person wearing it. Over time, the chiton evolved into other forms of clothing, like the Roman tunic and the mayao. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, what is a mayao?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It was the next step in evolution towards the modern bodysuit. The mayao is a piece of athletic clothing developed by French acrobat Jules Leotard. I'm sure that name sounds familiar. The mayao would only later be known as the leotard in 1886, long after its creator's death in 1870, at the age of 32. So how does this relate to the philosophy of second skin, and what exactly is it? At its core, the concept of second skin is about blurring the boundary between the body and the world around us. The idea of second skin has been present in human culture for centuries. It refers to the idea of wearing something that feels like an extension of one's own skin. And this can be seen in the use of body paint, tattoos, clothing, and basically anything that adorns our bodies. What we wear is very much a part of our identities. Paul F. Schilder, a psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, and also the man who coined the term body image, believed that our sense of self is closely tied to our perception of our bodies. He argued that our body image is not fixed, but is constantly evolving based on our experiences and interactions with the world. As we explore each era of bodysuit and its utility, we can find that it too evolves with our experiences and interactions with the world as a people, just like our individual body images. Another iteration of bodysuit would emerge in the late 1800s, the Gilded Age. This garment would continue to be a mainstay well into the 20th century. It was the Union suit, or otherwise known as the combinations, or that silly outfit in old cartoons. These bodysuits were primarily worn as an undergarment, and they were similar to long johns. They were originally popular with both men and women for their warmth and coziness and modesty, but soon the garment would be seen as working men's wear. This usage mirrors the Gilded Age's push for unskilled labor and industrialization. But as times change, as culture changed, through the progressive era onto the 20s, so did fashion. The union suit would eventually fall out of favor and be seen as old-fashioned, unsophisticated, and comical.
Oh boy, does it feel good to undo my butt flap.
The cultural impact of America's economic prosperity would surface in the bodysuits of the 1920s. They began to take on a more fashionable aspect, and they were worn as outerwear by dancers, gymnasts, performers. Some would even take on the appearance of lingerie. These bodysuits were typically made of sheer or semi-sheer fabrics, and they were designed to show off the person's figure. In the 1940s and 50s, bodysuits continued to evolve and were worn by women as bathing suits and a form of foundation garment that would create a smooth, sleek silhouette. They were usually worn under the clothing for a more streamlined appearance. Some notable depictions include the likes of Marilyn Monroe and Elizabeth Taylor. The bodysuit would be worn as an outer garment in the 1960s onwards. You might even call it the 70s and 80s peak bodysuit, or the golden age of bodysuits. We could see it worn by both women and men, featuring stretchier and shinier fabrics. The garment would enter the mainstream, and it would make a statement in the fashion and disco scenes. These bodysuits would be donned by the likes of Pam Grier, Kiss, Cher, Diana Ross, David Bowie, and many, many more. This was fashion at the time. During the 90s and early 2000s, we wouldn't see bodysuits be front and center aside from entertainers and athletes. Fashion took a different turn during that time. However, in recent years, there's been a resurgence in popularity. Expectedly, celebrities like Beyonce and Kim Kardashian have been seen donning them, but the common folk as well. Social media links us all together so closely that your favorite celebrity or internet personality isn't so far removed as they used to be. What was once untouchable is now only a DM or a comment away. So it only makes sense that bodysuits would eventually dominate the internet. Then the runways, then the walkways, as everyone feels like a celebrity. Today, bodysuits continue to be worn in a variety of settings, and they've become a fashion staple. They can be found in tons of different styles and worn in both casual and formal settings. And in recent times, we've seen the bodysuit evolve in ways that suit athletes and fitness enthusiasts in a more practical way, with some designs being specifically made for the purpose of compression and support, designed to fit tightly to the body. For many people, wearing a bodysuit can already feel like a second skin, providing a sense of comfort and confidence, evolving over time, like one's own individual body image. Thanks for taking this deep dive with me through philosophy and history. If you'd like to support the brand and our channel by snagging one of our bodysuits, I'll leave a link in the description or the bio, depending on what platform you're watching this on. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of research to put one of these types of episodes together. So if you like it, please, like and shares are free. So share this video with everyone you know, and click that subscribe button, the like button. Show me all the love. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.